Out of the Alabama game we've played, every one of our games at halftime has been a one-score game. We've been right there to do it. Our focus is we don't need more three-run homers, right? We need more singles. We need more base hits. We need more guys not swinging at bad pitches. We just need everybody doing their job. Our bad plays are devastating plays, and there are 10 guys doing good, one guy not. We got to get that. We got to get over that hump if we're going to win games. That's just the type team we are. We're going to play a lot of close games. We knew that before the season started. Every speaking function I went to, I said every game we play this year is going to be a one-score game, probably except for one. And we just have to get over this hump and get over this mentality. And our kids are pressing and doing everything right. It's going to happen eventually. Hope it starts this week.
Coach, just standing out there today watching, I had a thought watching these guys go through the practice. And with the attitude and the energy, you never know this is a 1-5 team.
I really appreciate you saying that. Like I said, everything is going good in this program except one thing. Recruiting is going great. The kids are really doing a great job in the classroom, on the field, lifting. We are improving. You can see these young guys getting better. We're playing so many guys that weren't playing early in the year because they're young and getting better, and that's what you should do. Every day you practice to get better. So our mentality is right. We're moving forward. We've got to get better faster. I understand that, but we are getting better.
What is it about these guys that they do still think that they're going to have a chance to win these games on Saturday?
I think they believe in how we treat them. I think they see the film. We're brutally honest in this program. It's not like, we're telling lies. We put the film on and show it. There's 3 plays in that game, and if one guy just does what he's supposed to do, the whole game's drastically different. Because there was 3 devastating plays in that game. And we had 3 situations where one guy just didn't do what he's supposed to do, and the whole game's really different. So our kids know that. We just got to get over that hump. Teams that lose for a reason. You know what I mean? And teams that win don't do the things that cause you to lose. You've got to quit doing the things that cause you to lose before you start winning. Right now, man, we set our bowling pins up and get them all just perfect. And right about the time we're about to roll the ball to knock them down, we slip the ball out of our hand and throw it backwards. You know what I mean? Like, we just got to just tighten down and get everybody doing their job. And it's going to get over the hump.
And I know a lot of it's out of your control, but, we're halfway through the season, and, there's no easy way to say that it's trending towards one of the worst seasons the program's had.
Yeah.
So, that's got to be further than your worst idea of how this would have gone.
Man, look, I concentrate on every day. You know me, Trevor. Every day we inherited a program. We said we've got a great vision and a very detailed plan to get this program back. I believe with all my heart this program is way closer today than it was the day we got here. I think when you talk to me tomorrow, it's going to be way closer tomorrow. And we wake up every day and control what we can control. That's coaching these kids and improving them, helping develop them as men and impactors in the community, and then recruiting like madmen. And we're doing that, and that's what we focus on.
Where are you guys at quarterback depth? I know you got Jake and T-Webb, but who else is in the
So we brought a young man named Jake Smithhart. He's been a student coach for us, and we brought him off we claimed him off waivers, if you will. We took him out of the student coach roster and got him cleared through compliance last week, and he is on the team now, so he's our 3rd quarterback now. And Jake was a state champion at Pearl High School in 2016, played for the great John Perry, one of the all-time great coaches in Mississippi history, who's now doing a great job in Nixon, Missouri. So that's what we got, man. We're down to, Jake Lang, T-Webb, and Jake Smithhart. We just got him back today. Jake Smithhart joined our program today, and he's competing with T to be the backup.
Coach, to recruiting with the new NCAA legislation, giving coaches and staffs a little relief from the portal deal, how does that affect you? What are your thoughts on that relief?
Yeah, so we can add 7 more if we have 7 guys get in the portal. We anticipate we're probably going to have that. So we'll end up being able to take 32 total. We're right at where if we get all the way to 32, we're going to be able to take 8 more commitments in this class. Yep, so that's where we're at right now. We're at 23 and probably going to put another guy that's on scholarship on our team. That'll put us at 24, which will leave us 8 more spots in this class.
What's your take on UAB?
Really good football team, well coached. I got a lot of respect for Bill Clark. He and I both he's a little bit older than me, but we came up in small college football together. He was at Prattville at high school. Then he went to Jacksonville State while I was at West Isle. Then he went to South Alabama as the D coordinator. Well, he was at South Alabama while I was at West Isle. Then he went to Jack State while I was still at West Isle. Then he went to UAB, and a lot of my friends have coached for him. A lot of similarities in how they built their program with how we're building ours. And he's done a phenomenal job there. He's resurrected that place. Just got a lot of respect for him. He's got kind of the same background track record that I've got, winning at smaller levels and moving his way up.
Coach, it seems like in every single game, like the third quarter was the pivotal point. In the halftime, It was one-score game. So how do you as a coach get the players to execute on the same level in the third quarter? Because it seems to be a one-score game in the third quarter, then it just turns right then.
That's right.
Coming out of halftime, how do you keep that same level of execution?
Well, it's the third quarter has been where it kind of went over, but there was instances in the first and second quarter where we had a chance to take the lead more. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's a third quarter issue as much as it is. There's a few devastating plays. Each game when you're playing close games, look at the NFL. Every game's a one-score game pretty much. 85% of them are. We're playing one-score games, so there's going to be about 5 plays that decide every one-score game. Those 5 plays are going to naturally happen throughout the game, and we've got to be ready to have 11 guys doing their job. And right now we're having about 9 or 10, and those things happen. Look at the reverse. We're there. We just got to contain it, tackle him, or force it back in. It can't go for a touchdown. The fumble, scoop, and score should have been a touchdown for us. It was a great read by Jake. We got Brownlee running wide open. We're finna take it's finna tie the game 14-14. Instead, one guy doesn't block his guy, and it's a fumble, scoop, and score the other way. You know, those are devastating turns of events. We're first and goal at the 4 and can't get the ball in the end zone. That's a devastating turn of events. You take those 3 instances away, we win that game, and that's what losers do, right? They sit here and talk about all the things they could have done better. But the whole game's different. And that's where we're at. We're at that point where every play matters, and we're learning how to sustain the mental energy over the course of a 70-snap football game to do our job every single play. And the average man can't do that, right? That's why average people are not successful. And we are training ourselves to not be average, to become successful. And we got to have mental energy from play 1 through 70 at every spot right now. And we just are learning to do that, and we're really close.
Where do you sit between at this point, okay, I'm just going to keep doing what we do, what Southern Miss football is, or man, I just have to try anything I can to try to win a football game at this point? Because it sounds like you're leaning more towards, like you're pretty close despite all those things. I know, kind of excuses at the same time, but
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
No, well, we believe, Trevor, we've built programs before. You know what I mean? We understand that, if you look at all the great programs throughout the history, they all went through this learning phase. You know what I mean? They just didn't wake up and start winning. So we're not going to deviate from our long-term plan of where we're taking this program. But if there's a way to make it better in the short term that's in that long-term plan, we will do it. But we're not going to do anything that sabotages where we're going as a program. We're not going to change our values. We're not going to change the way we recruit. We're not going to change the steps we're doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, a piece off of that question just resonates with me. Control what you can control.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Yeah, I mean, guys, look at all the great dynasties. They all started out tough. We didn't want to start off 1-5. Everybody knows me and knows that. But that's what we are. We've got to keep fixing things daily and driving this ship forward with the right direction and intentions. And I believe we're doing that. You talk about how we practice. That's number 1. How we recruit is obvious. That's number 2. You can look at our depth chart and see all the kids coming back that are consistently getting better. It's gonna happen. Hopefully it starts this week. You know what I mean? But we're moving in the right direction.
Everyone good?